What's good, Deluxe family? Welcome back to the channel. In this video right here, we have Kanye West exposes Jay-Z of sacrificing Aaliyah for Beyonce. Now, Aaliyah was a singer back in like the 2000s. She was very young when she died, and she died from a plane crash. But many people believe that this plane crash was planned so Beyonce could move up and not really have too much competition when it comes to Beyonce's career. So, let's see if this video gives us more insight on what really happened with the death of Aaliyah and if Jay-Z actually sacrificed her.
One thing that we can probably agree on is that sacrifices take place in Hollywood. You know it, I know it, and Kanye West sure as hell knows it.
They can't control it. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Wow.
You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Wow.
It's up.
And do you know why those
He
people
said
can't be
it's
controlled?
up. Yo, that just gives confirmation right there. Because Kanye was one of the elites and he still has a large influence. He's just no longer controlled by the Illuminati. Everyone else he named, he said they're still being controlled by the Illuminati.
According to Kanye, because they all took somebody's life and he didn't. And when it comes to Jay-Z and Beyonce, the life they've always been in the spotlight for taking is Aaliyah's. Well, possibly among others, but today, let's just focus on Aaliyah, okay? So, when Aaliyah had that tragic plane crash, a lot of people said that her death
22.
was just not adding up, which wasn't far-fetched considering we were getting information literally 2 decades after the crash. Like how after the crash, it was confirmed much later that the small twin-engine plane exceeded its maximum weight limit by several hundred pounds. Plus, the weight was not evenly distributed, which would have made the plane harder to control once it got into the air. And why would Aaliyah be so insistent on getting on this small plane when it was clearly overloaded with baggage, especially when there was a charter plane set to pick her up the next day? Well, about that, in case you've never heard the reason, there was a man in Abaco Islands named Kingsley Russell who said that he watched Aaliyah being taken on board the flight while she was asleep, knocked out by a pill that a member of her team had given her. I mean, these things definitely make it look like the death was hella planned. It also doesn't help that Aaliyah actually...
Wait, run that back. Run that back, because I want to get this clear. What did she just say? She said she got paid.
Well, about that, in case you've never heard the reason, there was a man in Abaco Islands named Kingsley Russell who said that he watched Aaliyah being taken on board the flight while she was asleep, knocked out by a pill that a member of her team had given her. I mean, these things definitely make it look like the death was hella planned. It also doesn't help that Aaliyah actually sort of had a premonition of her death when she did an interview in Paris just weeks before she died, and this is what she said. "It's dark in my favorite dream. Someone is after me, don't know why, I got fear. Then suddenly I lift off. I fly away. Far away. No one can reach me. No one can touch me. It's a wonderful feeling." The sudden lift off that she was talking about was possibly a representation of death, but she was still unaware. But weeks later, Aaliyah's plane crashed in the Bahamas, and since then, there's always been a conspiracy theory that Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah so that Beyonce could rise. And of course you won't believe it if you don't see receipts, right? That's why I got you. Okay, the first thing that people have always used to connect the dots between Aaliyah and Beyonce is surprisingly their names. And based on the research I did, Aaliyah means the highest, most exalted one. And Beyonce means one who is beyond others. Do you already see a problem there? Because just based on the names alone, these are two women who wanted to be the best. But there was only enough room for one. And Jay-Z had been slammed for years for sacrificing Aaliyah for Beyonce.
Yo, just imagine if Aaliyah continued on with her career. Like, there really can't be two queens of the culture. Like, whenever y'all think about queen, y'all think about Queen Bee, Beyonce, blah, blah, blah. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's crazy.
And you won't believe what has been said about the reasons why Jay-Z allegedly sacrificed Aaliyah for Beyonce. Apparently, part of it was due to jealousy. For those who may not be aware, back in the day, Jay-Z wanted to date Aaliyah, but Aaliyah was not quite into him. And instead of dating Jay-Z, Aaliyah went ahead and dated his friend, Damon Dash. Dash even confirmed that Jay-Z definitely had something for Aaliyah when he told Page 6, "He tried very hard. I did not mean to fall in love with Aaliyah. She was just that cool. But you know, we were both going hard. Everybody was trying to get to Aaliyah. It was not just Jay. According to Dash, he didn't even know Jay-Z had feelings for Aaliyah before he started dating her. And he added, I did not know Jay was trying to holler at her. But then it just happened like that. He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying. He was going hard. There was actually a time when Jay-Z hosted a...
I might have been in the mix too. I would have probably shot my shot too. Yo, Aaliyah, what's good? You know what I'm saying?
Party and someone who attended, Jay-Z didn't show up with a girl, and that's because he had his eyes on Aaliyah. And dang, according to the photos that were taken that night, Jay-Z was indeed all over Aaliyah. The person who attended the party also said, I saw that Jay-Z was trying to get close to Aaliyah, but didn't think too much of it at the time. I probably thought they were just friends or making music together. Now that Damon has said what he said, it all makes sense. Jay-Z was all over Aaliyah. They were hugging each other and you could totally see there was chemistry between them. I knew that Damon was going out with her, so I did think it was a little weird. Even Jaguar Wright, during one of her recent spills, also suggested that there was definitely foul play in whatever happened to Aaliyah.
I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't get if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was the girl that didn't want you.
Jaguar Wright also actually said that it was a bit weird that Aaliyah died at a time when Beyonce's solo career was struggling, but soon after her death, Beyonce became the talk of the town.
They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died.
Well, if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that it's because...
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I never was able to really experience the presence of Aaliyah. I've heard her song when I was growing up because I was born in 2001. I'm only 22 years old. But like, you know, Rock the Boat. That's the song that I heard. But yeah, yo, like Aaliyah look good, yo. You know what I'm saying? I seen someone in the comment section before talking about, no, be careful with the lust. What are you talking about? She looks beautiful. What do you mean? Come on now, look. I don't know if she has contacts in, but her eyes is going crazy. This was some real competition to Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie. It might have not even been competition. Aaliyah might have been popping just on her own, not even worried. It might have been like that. But like I said, I was never there to really experience what was really going on with the publicity with the both of them.
Aaliyah was sacrificed for Beyonce to rise. And this whole sacrifice thing goes beyond just eliminating Aaliyah for Beyonce's sake. Apparently, there was also a lot of cultisms involved, and one person who confirmed this was former NFL player Larry Johnson, who was a close pal of Jay-Z.
Well, it's obviously they've been controlled by Satanism. I mean, I'm not really scared to say that. We all know,
bro, they're making it so clear.
Luciferians, Freemasons, and all occult knowledge that was drugged up from Egypt have now surfaced itself in American society. Obviously, they're not serving the same Most High God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does.
Also, remember when Jay-Z came out with a remix?
Dang, so everything about that, think about the fact that he was a close friend with Jay-Z, and he's literally coming out and saying that they support Satan. Like, Satan is their God, and we all know that Satan is the king of lies. He's here to kill, steal, and destroy. So when it comes to Jay-Z killing someone, that literally may be his belief, as if it's fine, or as if that's what he's supposed to do.
You. And in the song, he said, "You used to read Seed of the Soul." Those were not just words, by the way. Seed of the Soul is actually a book about opening your third eye, and once your third eye is opened, your intuition is at its highest peak. Maybe that's why Aaliyah was talking so much about her dreams weeks before she passed on. It's possible that her third eye was open, and she was being warned of something, but she didn't have enough time to put the pieces together correctly. And here's a conspiracy theory that will definitely leave your jaw on the floor. Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah and got with Beyonce as a cover-up, and for their sacrifice to go full circle, Blue Ivy had to be born in the same birth month as Aaliyah. I know, it sounds really crazy, but the things that Blue Ivy has been associated with are also equally insane. Like when she was born, people started coming up with all sorts of theories, like how Blue Ivy backward is Elub Uv. and the letters apparently translate into Latin as Lucifer's daughter. There were also claims that blue is an acronym for Born Living Under Evil, while Ivy stands for Illuminati's very youngest. Anyways, fans certainly agreed that for Beyonce to be who she is, Aaliyah had to die. Like one person who wrote on Twitter, Beyonce is only as big as she is because Aaliyah died.
Wow.
Someone else also wrote, Aaliyah was supposed to be where Beyonce is. Now they saying that girl was instead of it being a freak accident.
Seriously, think about it though. Who are some of the female artists that came from the 2000s that are still really on top? Like, realistically thinking about it. Like, we have, like, I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj was in the 2000s, but I don't know if she's really popping too much like that anymore. Only people that you really have from, like, the 2000s is what? Like, I mean, in this instance, all I can really think about is Beyonce. But if Aaliyah was still alive, they would have both been neck to neck the whole career. For real. For real. Because I can't really think of any other female artists. Everyone now is just talking about some, you know, section booty. You got Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Glorilla, and Ice Spice. I don't know who else, yeah.
Believe it. Well, there are those who say that all these theories about how Aaliyah had to die for Beyonce to rise are just nonsense. Because apparently, Aaliyah wasn't that great anyway. Like this one person wrote on Twitter, Beyonce surpassed Aaliyah eons ago. And even when she was alive, Destiny's Child was the highest selling girl group of all time. 19-year-old Beyonce would sing Aaliyah under a table. And another person added, rest in peace to Aaliyah, but why do y'all keep saying that? She wasn't even bigger than Britney. What makes you think that she would even reach Beyonce's toes? So, do you agree that Beyonce would still be a better artist even if Aaliyah was alive today? Or do you believe that Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah so that Beyonce could be the star that she is today? And do you think that that is what Kanye West has been trying to tell us? Listen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Hey, I need to make clear everyone has the right to believe whatever they want, and everything stated in this video does not have to come across as facts, alright? I don't want it to be taken down for misinformation. Not at all, guys, alright? So, this, you could just take this as rumors, but if things line up in your head, things line up in your head. So, what do you guys think, though? Do you think Aaliyah had that potential? Because now thinking about it, like, I know another artist from like the 2000s was Alicia Keys, you know what I mean? But Alicia Keys was really big, but she's not as big right now. Like, she probably hasn't dropped some like really like what do you call it? Like musical pieces in a while. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of Alicia Keys was popping like 2000s, 2010, maybe even 2015, maybe. But after that, nothing. Beyonce is still doing her thing. But now when it comes to Aaliyah though, I don't know. I think Aaliyah was some real competition for Beyonce. So comment down below what you guys think about this. If you do watch this point of the video, make sure you do like the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. The same way you're gonna catch me in the next one. Peace.